Fluent English with breath. Fluent English with breath is a very important part when we speak English. I would like to talk about learning foreign language, not only English, but also other languages. For me and Vietnamese, and in Korean, my native language. So regardlessly, um, the foreign languages are difficult, but native language is easy for because we every day we use the language and we think mostly we uh, use the language. When we dream and we maybe figure out image in language as well. Because image and language is combined. So, and language is very essential in life. So, at least we can speak naturally, fluently, and native languages. For example, if we use the second language in English and maybe we can speak fluently English as well. But as a foreign language, it's quite difficult. And in terms of practice or something. Now, I would like to talk about fluent English with breath. When I speak English and then I think and I can talk about any topic, but it's a little bit difficult. But even though I can think about the topic and then I can talk about the topic and I can summarize that step by step, you know. Speaking English is a very difficult part in uh, learners who learn English as a foreign languages. Then let's see, and when we talk about any topic, so if we can speak English fluently, and then we speak blah 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 blah, and then keep going, and speaking is very faster, and pronunciation is okay. And then even though we don't have to follow up native speakers, and then just so we don't have to mimic, just so we can speak naturally and talking about in English patterns, making phrase and sentence, gather paragraph and or conversation, and we can make a story, and then we try to speak. Once I attended Postmaster Club in Busan, then and we practiced public speaking. We did many steps and then many roles, and then I practiced as well, and then reduce the uh, like meaningless speaking. Like in speech, we use some and then this is not necessary. So when we speak directly, we speak sentence by sentence, and what we want to talk about is very important. So and then measure that. So training speaking is possible. Now I'm talking about some ideas in English now. Then what's the matter with breath? And breath is very important. So normally, when we speak naturally or fluently, and then we don't think about how we breathe, breath. Uh, it means when we speak, every time we inhale, exhale, with breath, that is very important part. If we don't inhale or exhale air, we cannot speak about 10 seconds or 20 seconds. When we are swimming and 25 or 50-meter swimming and freestyle swimming, we try to keeping breath and then to make much more speed. 25 meter, and then we can uh, swim without breath. Then we can endure the breath for the speed. We can speak maybe 10 seconds or 20 seconds without the breathe and breathe. Then it's possible, but not naturally. Uh, we don't think about when we inhale or exhale air. Then we just speak it. Then we naturally, when we speak and we inhale and then exhale, then we can speak naturally. So, and if we are fluent English, we in fluent English, and then we can use phrase and sentence with rhythm when we inhale and then just stop, exhale when we speak out a little bit, and then by doing that, and we mostly when we speak and then the combined word, it means connected word. So, and let's think about it. When we talk about a sentence, and then we don't say word by word. Because when we say word by word, it's breathing is very important. It's breathing is very difficult and in word by. But and when we speak rhythmically and then phrase and sentence at one time, and then we can have time to breathe it. So and then our brain and to breathe well and then so breath do well, and then we speak smoothly and fluently and fast, and then make combine the word and phrase the sentence together, and we can try to speak naturally. For example, what's your favorite color? And then assume, what is your favorite color? We don't say like that. What's your favorite color? Then this is just like one sentence, just like one word. By say combine and then quickly, and then we can have a chance to then a lesson, and then my favorite color is blue, and then because I like nature and oceans, so always I like the blue color. Then I can say like this, and then with combine, and then with the idea, something, it's very important. Then in my opinion, fluent English is related with breath as well. Because I found this and when I learned Vietnamese. And then I try to speak Vietnamese fluently. I wish, but the pronunciation is not good, not correct. And then even though I repeated the Vietnamese expression and repeat, and that is point. And then the part of repeated session, I can little bit speak Vietnamese fluently. It means not the pronunciation, just to speak faster. I can make the sentences shorter like word or phrase. Then I remember that, this time I can make some breath naturally, and then make a rhythmical, and it means, and then when I say that, I can make a word by word connected, and then make it, some sound is stronger with the tones, and then I try to speak a little bit uh, better. And then it's result from listening as well. Because when I listen well, I can also try to follow and then native speakers. Then this is a very, very important part. So I check out YouTube videos about the fluent English with the rap. Then I found a few videos guided by the breath and speaking, related with the speaking and the breath as well. So it's not new. Then I thought, and I can try to figure out more to speak fluently, and then we needed to breathe um, naturally. And actually, when we speak well, when we speak English fluently, we don't care about breath. It means if we don't care about breath, and then using the breath, and then make a word, phrase, sentences shorter, and then combine with the contents, then we can easily speak fluently the half of breath. The point is we don't care about breath, but breath make role in speaking foreign language fluently. So if we use breath um, naturally, and then to speak the foreign languages fluently or as fast as we can. We can speak as fast as we can. Then the breath is the main role in speaking foreign language fluently. Now I talk about some fluent English with the breath. This topic is important, I think. Yeah. Then I can get what I talk with the AI. Can get some feedback from AI within my contents and topic, and then make contents of fluent English with the breath after proofreading it. Simply, I guided about it, and uh, then so AI can content about the breath control. Even let's see what it is. I don't know. But let's read it, what AI said about um, fluent English with breath. What I thought. Then I can upload this and then paste it, and then I can read it from AI. Here is a clear, practical, and fluent English version of your content. We focus on public speaking, language learning, fluency, and breath controls. I format it like a spoken script. Recording, speaking English fluently, the power of the breath and practice. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into this video. Today, I'd like to talk about learning foreign languages, especially English, and how fluency and breath control play an essential role in speaking fluently and continually. Learning a second language is never so easy. For example, English is not my native language, so speaking fluently can sometimes be a challenge. But I realized something important. Even though I'm not a native speaker, I can still express my thoughts clearly, step by step, as long as I keep practicing. And pay attention to how I breathe and rhythm while I speak. Why is the breath so important in speaking? When we speak our native language, we don't even think about breathing. It just happens naturally. Inhale, we speak, and then we exhale without effort. But when speaking a foreign language, especially under pressure, we often forget to breathe properly, and that makes our speech feel tense, choppy, or unnatural. Think about it like swimming in freestyle swimming. The breath control is the key to speed and rhythm. The same goes for speaking. You might be able to talk for 10 or 20 seconds without taking a breath. But after that, your voice becomes weak or strained. Breathing will help you connect your words and use better intonation and relax while speaking. When you are fluent, your speech flows like water. Your brain and your breath work together, combining words naturally and word by word. One thing phone speakers do is they connect their word instead of speaking word by word. For example, instead of saying what, is your favorite color? You said, what's your favorite color? Then this kind of smooth connection makes your English sound more natural. It also gives you rhythm. When you read naturally, you speak in thoughtful, and in your word, try it yourself. Say, my favorite color is blue. Now say it faster and smoother like that. Not favorite color, blue. So how flows better. Speaking is a skill like working out. Foreign speaking doesn't come from just knowing vocabulary or grammar. It comes from training, just like building muscle. A few years ago, I joined a Toastmasters club in Busan, Korea. That's where I learned to practice public speaking step by step. I learned how to avoid the filler words like and like, and then I trained to speak with more confidence, more clarity, and more attention. We practiced everything: eye contact, body language, voice control, and of course, correctly. Listening, including speaking. Another tip I want to share is listening to native speaker as much as you can. Watch YouTube video, movies, TED Talk, and anything. When you listen closely, you will start to hear rhythm and breath of fluent speech. Then try to imitate it. Record yourself, repeat, adjust. That's how you go. Don't obsess over perfection. Lastly, I want to say, don't worry too much about being perfect. You don't need to sound exactly like a native speaker. You just need to be clear, confident, and natural. Breath helps you think clearly, speak clearly, and to feel comfortable in your own voice. Final thought. So to speak English fluently, train your breathing, practice connecting words, and listen and imitate natural rhythm. Don't be afraid to pause and breathe. And thank you so much for listening. If you found this helpful, please like, share, or leave a comment about your own experience with the breath influence in learning languages. Let's keep growing together. Let's keep growing together. I love the new content from AI and then from my speech or my summary on Fluent English with the breath. I use AI feedback to get feedback. And then after I talk, I combine with this and then I make it clear for me to understand what I'm talking. Even I can get good information from AI because AI summarize and feedback very well.